All right, guys, this is our trade lounge. Trade lounge, I guess today's special edition since it's the NFP Friday. NFP, usually happens the first Friday of the month, and not the Friday, right? But today is Wednesday, but things have been changed around, and we're here just to kind of experience the rush of the movement, if there is even a rush sometimes. But as always, right, these calls, this outlook, the speculation is for educational purposes only. If you are trading, please make sure to trade responsibly. Um, you know, and trade responsibly and not what lot size to use, adequate to your trading plans and goals. Um, yeah, we'll be reviewing gold and see how this news affects it. I won't be monitoring the results of the news, but how we keep the news right intact is simply by going to forexfactory.com and just here, right? The news is less than 5 minutes away. Uh, Average earning USD non-farm payroll right here. However, there's always red folders around, so that's kind of where it all sticks to that. But yeah, let's see where this news comes out today. Let me go over here to the chart that we left for the weekly outlook, and just to kind of see how we are. Let's see where it went. I think I always do it on. Yeah, here it is. Okay. We've been waiting for price to come to this 4 hour, 30-minute BC. And even though price is moving, has it's trouble breaking the high, guys. It's trouble breaking the high. It's having trouble breaking the high. We do look like want to make an M, but just kind of monitor it and see how it plays out. So to start out, let's do the top down right quick. This is the previous weekly high and the previous weekly low. So the ones we have that I'm gonna put it at the open's way too low in my opinion at this moment. So I'm gonna put actually the close of it. This is the Oanda. Actually, you know what? I know everybody likes the Oanda. I do not like the Oanda. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. I just do not like the Oanda. I prefer Saxo or I'm finding a pattern. Every time I mark up the Oanda chart first, it's not the best day for me. So I'm gonna start with that. Okay, so there goes the previous weekly candle. There goes the open and the close. I'm only gonna just put the close of last week, previous weekly close, because we're way above the open. Okay. And obviously where the previous weekly closed, the new one opened. So the open price is very important, which is that level right here. And we did hover above 5,000. 5,000 has been a stronghold, and it's fib low to high. And here we are, guys. Here we go. That's that week. Well, this is the previous week. Extensions are there if you really wants to trend it up. This push down is also important. But let's check this out here during the day's scenarios. So yesterday we kind of ended with the inside bar. Today we already went above it, both highs. And the 4 hour candle, it was down all the way down here at the 23%. So previous day was bullish, Monday. Tuesday, little inside bar. We are forming some little rally-based rallies right in the 2 hour chart. So I mean, everything still does look bullish. If we measure yesterday's candlestick by itself, yesterday was a bearish day. Okay, and we do that. Very similar how we do the New York impulse, right? Then you once the 1272 gets broken of the New York impulse, you basically just got to flip the day over, right? So that direction is no longer there. We could still get a pullback though, right? Because um, it broke and they'll come back and retest. So we'll see. But we can also still use the Monday's price action. Monday's price action for us. Okay, we got about here 45 seconds here. So again, though, for me personally, guys, there is no activity at all trading here. Okay, it's just kind of letting it watch, letting it trading after the fact. If price comes anywhere near the 23% down here, I am definitely looking into some buys. Okay, but if not, we'll let it go up. Let's see how it behaves. Check it out in the New York session. View of things. Three, two, one, and go. News in. Nice pump down. No problemo. As expected because we broke the high, right? Also, if you guys see any ETM candles that I missed, let me know. There's two rally-based rallies. Price is coming to them. This was the rally-based rally that we were monitoring yesterday. Right here. Okay. Nice pump down. So see how it's coming with really good strength? That's a sign of control. And also that's a sign that the buyers here were not very strong. Okay. They were not very strong. So all right, guys, we got this pump down. All right, this is good. This is good. Now I know what to do. I am gonna stick with the Monday's candlestick, guys, as my control can. As my control can. Okay. So what does that mean? So I'm gonna get the range of that candle. And this is how I'm gonna make my decision. Previous week, previous daily low, previous daily high right there. Okay. And that is exactly how I'm going to make my decision right there based on that. So we got the impulse. We actually did reach the 272. It took a while though, right? It took a while. And if we stay below the 23%, excuse me, we get above back to 20%, I'm going to that extension. But if we stay below here, I think yesterday's price action, yesterday's plan, what will be completed today, and we look for buys right here at this 23% level, which is the 4-hour fair value gap that we've been monitoring on Oanda. Let me see how it looks here on so 23%. Nice little fair value gap there too. Let's see how the 8-hour looks. Yep, little fair value gap there. 30-minute chart, I believe. Yes, right there. All right. So there it goes. There goes the game plan that I have for us. Let's go back to this view. Okay, so this is the previous. Perfect. Okay, so Monday was bullish, as we said here. This is Monday. Dana, what's going on, man? Monday, Tuesday. This is Wednesday. Okay. Tuesday was an inside bar. Okay. Inside bar. Let me get your co-host that. Okay, Tuesday was an inside bar. We finally came out of it. We did reach the negative 18,272 extension. And we got this huge drop because that's technically the day. It took 2 days for this to finish, okay, to the candle to trend. And again, though, right? This is where I stay locked in that, when price reaches a certain level, it drops because of fib levels, right? That's my main focus. Price is doing this. We had a higher high at the proper extension, and therefore that's we got that pump down. So the question is, right, is this a pullback to then go back up? Or is this an impulse to start a new and wave to the downside? Okay, that's the only way I look at the market, guys. At the bigger scope of things, that's the only way I look at it. So we uh, can review that, and that's the way I do it. We did get above the Asia high, came back and splashed it. The low is holding its ground right now. Esta, ¿verdad, Pablo? Yo quiero el 23% de esta. Es lo que quería ayer. Es lo que quería ayer, pero primero se fue para arriba. So this 23% level, yeah, so Pablo was saying that he would like to see price at least balance out 23% of Friday's candle, which I agree. I like it, which is also 23% of the previous week altogether. Okay. Nice push down. Let's check the midpoints. 5, 15, and 1 hour. Okay, we got below that one. Okay, so now we are below the 5-minute one. Put this previous. This is the 5-minute one. Excuse me. Five-minute mid. 15 minutes. We actually came pretty hard on it on the 15-minute, and it's right there. Go ahead and watch this. The 15-minute time frame, in my opinion, when it comes to the SMT box, it's kind of like that bridge between the intraday and the higher time frame. So one of the things that I'm noticing here with the SMT box is that there's a lot of lows down here, guys. There's a lot of lows that are keeping this bullish for a good period of time. If we actually do break it, we're going to get a matrix shift, right? A structure shift. And then we're going to have an aggressive pullback, and then we're going to come down. Okay, so the fight down, the sell down is not going to be very, very smooth, right? Simply because we have these here. And any market shift, we still need another pullback before we start trending to the downside. So that's interesting too, for us to keep an eye out. 15-minute, and then let's go to the hour. The 15-minute was azul. That's with blue. Okay. How much time does this have before it switches? We have a long time. 8 hours, the whole day will still be bearish. Okay, no problem. No problemo. This will be good. Ya, Pablo, el punto medio de la 1 hora está aquí. That's good. That's good. I like that. One hour. So these are kind of like the equilibrium points, right? So it's, we're slightly above the 5 and the 15. They're not really pushing us up as we like. So we may want to balance out the 1 hour one more time. Okay. All right, once we have that, let's look for our structure. This could be bullish structure. And again, for right now, I'm using more the momentum today. So we'll go and look at the ETM candles and see what kind of control we have. A little fair value gap there, as we mentioned. Let's see. Nice 4-hour, 12-hour, 8-hour candles there. Let's see. Where is it? We just broke this control that we had here on the 2-hour.
There you go, G. Go back to that. Then the 2-hour. Yeah.
And this is Saxo.
Saxo, it doesn't matter. There's a really cool BEC right over here to the left, which could be where we might go to. If we see, I don't know if you right there. But this impulse, if you look at this impulse, we're about the 618 at the this.
Okay.
Are we at the 618 or?
Yeah,
I was at the 50.
We are at right in between the 50, 61% of it, man.
There you go. Yeah. So yeah, we're at a good point of meeting some resistance.
Yeah, and just, this is just, to me, this is why I like the fib.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really, really powerful tool. And the key is to find a good impulse. The most consistent ones are always a daily candle, weekly candle. But if you can find a good one, guys, look, impulse, right? Came back right into the 50, 61% area. Look, we say this over and over and over again, right? How that 23% just comes clutch every single time. And I say this not just for me, not just for you, it's just so we can all get that same visual of things like, hey, G, I got this fib and it's touching the 23%. Check it out. A quick side note, which I'll kind of go and just a slight 30-second tangent, but obviously tragic that that Kobe Bryant had passed away in the helicopter crash and stuff. But the pilot that was piloting that helicopter professionally, years and years. But I guess what's this term that they called that when you're in the piloting, you're piloting. If you guys know, put it in the chat where like you get disoriented in midair for whatever reason, right? And so that's kind of the same thing that can happen to me when I'm doing a live trading session, guys. Like the pilot sometimes is focused in on trading and teaching and also a certain movement that I can't see everything. And the more eyes we have, guys, trust me, I'll find a way to use your opinion, use your input, and we'll find a way to win, guys. We'll find a way to win. So just a quick side note on that. But the 23% impulse correction, 20% and bouncing back up, it looks like it cannot pass that 61% level. And we could potentially come back to the 23, 38% there. So okay, appreciate that, Dan. I'll go ahead and erase that, but I do have it in my radar. So we're in that same scenario right here. Okay, we're at that 23% level of that previous day. Okay, we're in the 23% right here. If we cannot establish ourselves above it and start trending, okay, right here, the only way is down. Okay, So that's what we're going to be reviewing right here. Let's go ahead and go back to the ETM candles. Okay, there's that. Let's go to 45 minutes.
Interesting sidebar, G.
One
Looking
more
at your
time.
fib on the previous daily move, is that blue fib? That's
Yeah, this
previous.
is a Monday's candlestick, Dan. Monday's candle.
Oh, very cool. So we did go hit the extensions. Now we're coming back. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we got the sellers from there. This is a good area as well. The previous weekly close. Previous weekly close. 15-minute. Save you 50% or more on car insurance. Let's see. We broke that 20 again, that flip zone from yesterday. Okay, 5. All right. I think I have what I need. Let's go to the New York session now. Okay, let's go to the New York session, New York impulse, and we'll study from here. So right now, right, all this speculation is kind of like mapping out the bird's eye view and asking ourselves, right, where is price going today? And then once we have an idea where it's going, we'll start looking for a technical entry that can help us. Okay, let's see. So the New York impulse is currently bearish. Okay, let's see. Yeah, currently bearish. This candlestick, the 6 o'clock candle, also bearish. 7. Oh, that's right. We're a little early, huh? And normally we're at 8:30 to do this. Yeah, so we still got a lot of time, guys. A lot of time. A lot of time for us to review. Okay. So this the indicator higher time frame candlesticks on lower time frame charts, guys. Definitely one that I recommend you guys be able uh to use because I normally use it on the weekly and the daily. This is what separates the days and the weeks. But here, right, using the New York session, I put it in the hour. So every blue candlestick is a bullish push. Every red candlestick is a bearish push. So the 6 o'clock, 5, 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 3, and 2. Do we look at the Asian session? Support and resistance. Like the range of it, Andrea, you mean like is that going to be a factor of it? I use that in that always does come into play. Okay, that always does come into play. Let me go back to that view. But at the same time, right, here goes the low, here goes the high, right? This is a support, this is a resistance. If it gets broken like it did here, break, retest, and then up, right? So that would have been a good move. Came back and retested it again, tried to go back up, and with too much selling pressure, came back down, tested the low of it, bumped it back up, and there, right? Price is not always going to get stuck in the Asian session, but it can. So technically, right now, we're in a decent scenario to potentially sell, right? Because we're at the resistance of it. So great observation. And this one, I think I have it from 6 p.m. to, I forget exactly, 12 p.m., I believe, on my scheduled time, Central. But it's very close, right? It's, a little bit above, a little bit below. We can make a decision from it. All right. So here back to this view. Let me just kind of count down again. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. This was the London Open candle, and then 3 straight bullish candlesticks. This was actually the control in 1 hour. Got broken too. So we may have a flip zone of that 3 candlesticks right here, Dan.
Yeah, but break a structure.
Yep, we broke that. Yeah, it's also a break the structure candle right there, so that's not bad at all. And yeah, let me measure this candlestick right here.
That's exactly what I was going to ask you to do.
There you go, Dan. All right, so
Oh, that's
almost the same
interesting.
story, guys. Almost the same story. Okay, where let me go hide some of this stuff. Look at that. This is the 1 hour candle, okay, right? This is the 1 hour high, the 1 hour low. The fib on the right hand side is attached to that. There goes the one, and there goes the zero. Price hovered around the 50, 61%, came back down to the extension, and now we're retesting again the 23% of it. Okay. To me, it's either it will this hold. I still kind of would like to see some sales potentially around the 61, 78% area. That to me is the most ideal area to potentially uh see look for that sell.
So what if you walk your fib down to that? So you got the impulse, you got the correction there, and then the new impulse with that big wick.
This one here.
Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah.
Okay.
It
We
might be
got,
challenging to get up to that
yeah,
previous.
because we also got the Asian high, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And we're right near the 78% there. Yeah.
So yeah,
Which is
so
like a reverse 23%.
yes. So now, so we have that in the works. So I do like this. And then as far as right now, the New York Impulse is bearish as well, which is Dynamo, the fib that is the New York Impulse. Okay, that is the New York Impulse, which we're a little bit early, but it's fine because the volume is there. Okay. So we go back to the same thing uh, that we're at every single time. All right, guys. This is a good area to sell. 50, 61, 78%. If it goes any higher to the 1.1, 1.272, that is the liquidity area of the New York Impulse. And just a matter how many pips is it between now and then. Between now and the one is $27 is still costly, 270 pips and 45-ish, give or take. So do we execute now with low leverage and it just kind of hold some drawdown if it needs to come down and we execute again there, or we just wait, it never comes back, we missed it. If we miss it from the top, do we execute whenever price it passes the 23%? So those are decisions, guys, that basically how I view things, right? Um, for me to set up position most of the times, this is the technical position. I try not to do that too much because you get stopped out, and next thing you know, you lose. And a lot of times we take a loss and judge it as a bad play, which technically is not, right? It's just a setup that didn't work. So I try to be very flexible in my entries and give myself wiggle room, allow drawdown to happen if needed, and just manage my account as best I can. Questions, comments, feel free to chime in. Hi, Sanjay, welcome in.
No, I just want to agree with you on that. It's all about patience, and that's one thing I've been working on for when my classes start up is focusing on the behavior instead of the outcome. Because
Yeah,
once you get the behavior right, the outcomes come naturally.
100%, Dan. All right,
Yeah.
let's see what we have with the SMT boxes. Yes, we'll see on the 5-minute chart. The five, yeah, we switched. Yeah, the structure. This drop here did shift the structure. Very nice.
If we do go back up, we'll retest that 50. What's the 50.95 area? If we do go back, we'll retest that. Yeah.
One of the things that I learned yesterday by the price action that it created, guys, is this SMT box was built around gold on the 5 minute chart, and it was built to find consistency in trending in the trending market when there's a range of 300 and 500 pips. What I mean by that, this range right here needs to be 300 and 300, between 350 and 500 pips for it to trend properly. Anything over than that or anything under that, it's not the best. You see right there? That's 989 pip range. Okay. This is going to be, it's very hard for it to reverse, and it's also going to be very hard for it to trend. So the only way for this to kind of push down is to get to a sell high area as high as possible, or you find a time frame for gold that will give us that healthier range. And right now, all of them are in the 1 minute. I mean, all of them from 1 minute to 5 minute have that same range. So it's gonna be a little bit tough. It's gonna be a little bit tough for it to trend right now. See 989 on the 5 minute and 989 the 1 minute time frame. Okay. So this is something that will allow us not to chase price, or definitely wait for price to balance out, right? Balance out. Like, let me back it up just a bit. Okay, see on the 1 minute time frame, guys, bullish, but look at the range, too big, even too big for the 1 minute chart. Okay, let's go to the 5 minute chart before that drop. 1142. Price has trouble trending in those in after 800, after 900, or even here after 700. And then price can flip it here, 677. Now went back this way, made that huge drop. And again, though, it's going to be hard to trend before a pullback because of that range. I'm interested here. How that played out. Let's see. All right, perfect, guys. So let's kind of do this here. So keep those numbers in mind. For 350 to 500 pips, anything above 500, 550, it's hard for it to trend. Unless if you're looking for the sell, unless let it come to the midpoint. Let it balance out at least half of it. Okay. So let's see here one more time. There it goes. Touch the 50% animal. And twice, it touched it twice, and then made a big drop.
Yep.
And is that considered an M on the 1 minute time? Those M's and W's, they do appear on all time frames, Andrea. They do. And here, let me see, how's the M look?
And we're dancing around that midpoint of the 204 box right now. It's like, that's the dance. We're at the halfway range. So it's gonna be interesting.
We usually want, Andrea, the M's and W's to be at the high ranges. At the high ranges area. In the mid level is kind of tricky. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, at the higher low. So like if we start forming like a little W up here, I mean they all look like W's kind of now. That's a good area to sell. So something along those lines. Okay. Yeah, we always want you always like the M pattern is very similar to the head and shoulders pattern, right? And it's kind of like a reversal pattern when you get it at the high or at the low. There is an M here, but it's kind of too much in the center on this scale. On this scale. Yes, correct, correct. But again, it's all relevant to what time frame you're looking at it to. Okay? But yes, to the rule of thumb, yes. See here, the W at the bottom here. This one didn't reverse. So because this one, we had a W here, this one's supposed to take us down. Since it didn't, the top part of it becomes the support and resistance of it. And it tried to come down. I tried to put more money in there, guys, to drop us down, but I ended up losing some more than I wanted to. And it became the, like you're calling it, right, the neckline of things. All right. So as far as right now, it's not going to trend. Okay, simply because of this range. We could get a nice drop here, but I still have a difficult trending in my opinion. 15 minutes still bullish, even if we do drop 50.14 will still be an issue. But long story short, I would like for price to go lower. Okay, if we can stay below this 23% of the previous day. Okay, let me go ahead and remove the fib for now. Excuse me, guys. If we can stay below the 50-57 mark, 23% of the previous day, or even below the 15-minute equilibrium mid, I'd like us to come down to the lows. So I'll go ahead and put the line here for us to the downside. And then I'll share this chart momentarily. Let me just kind of quickly go through our presentation for those of you who are visiting us for free and enjoying the trade lounge. Or I guess you can also invite members over to the trade lounge. We'll close out here and then we'll log into VIP live trading here in 5 minutes. But as always, right here at the G Money Trading, our mission is to support individuals in trading through education, strategy, growth, and community. All right, that's the main mission here. We're gonna get mindset stuff. We're gonna get psychology stuff, whatever stuff I know and share that helped me become the individual that I am today. I would do so. I actually came across a very good post of one of the old colleagues that I used to have, and she shared a very, very important nugget that I really enjoyed, and this is what it says. I see way too many people chasing funded accounts like a lottery ticket. Funded accounts, you know what funded accounts are? Those prop firms. You pay for a challenge and they'll give you 100K. And once you pass that challenge, you can make some good money off of it. So I see way too many people chasing funded accounts. Let me be straight with you. If you haven't mastered the skill and mindset to grow your own 50, 100, or $1,000 account, what makes you think a funded account will magically make you rich? It won't. You cannot out earn your self image. One more time, right? We cannot out earn our self image, and we cannot, right? Your income will never rise higher than the identity you hold for yourself. If your self image doesn't change, your income won't either, right? The market doesn't care about our goals. It responds to our discipline, consistency, and emotional control. So that was, I read that, and that was just beautiful, 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 which I'll share in the post there later on. But this person that shared this was a student of mine back in my former company. And this person used to promote. I remember one time she started to trade. I mentioned she, so I didn't mean to say that, but she started to trade, and she was getting some rhythm, got really confident. And one time on Instagram, there was a post by her. Who wants to see me grow this $300 account to 3,000? The moment she said that, I just put my head down, took about 2, 3 deep breaths, and I'm like, that's not the way to do it. Okay. But again, people learn from mistakes, so you gotta let them through. And now they're sharing this message. Okay, they're definitely growing. They're definitely growing, guys. So that's exactly what I want to see. But again, right, as always, right, this educational platform is for educational purposes only. I love what I do, guys. I'm here for you guys. You guys are here for me, and we'll make sure that we provide the best valuable value as possible. And yeah, so we offer three things: community, private coming soon, investor coming soon. But the community is what we'll go over now. And basically, it's the free trade lounge, the premium, and the VIP. We have live trading sessions. We have courses, indicators to share. This is our packages right here, guys, right? So standard is free school community access, a free community to explore trading and attend weekly trade lounge sessions. All that's in free. The premium, this is a monthly subscription that will let you experience live trading during the New York session in a shared environment. The schedule is Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. It also includes the trade lounge on Wednesdays and the free community. And obviously VIP, right? The $297 for the year. That literally comes up to $25 a month. You get the entire year paid for. It includes the premium trading schedule. It also includes the Sunday study group. It also includes the S&T indicator. It does not include NEO, but we give you as much value as possible to go there. And obviously, right, NEO, right, you can buy them now for $175 annual. I want to go ahead and just keep the price $175 annual all across the board. And NEO is getting updates as we go. Technology, AI updates very, very fast, guys. Very, very fast. But any questions or comments, guys, that's what we share for us. Let me go ahead and share this chart with you. And before I just, and actually, no, in the live trading, we'll go ahead and go over the update that I'm working on NEO. That I recently updated it, but I actually got another little update coming. There goes the chart for today. Thank you guys for being here on the market speculation. We will come back this session. This session will be recorded. It's being recorded, excuse me, and will be saved underneath community, underneath trade lounge, and it'll be saved right here on today's date. Once I upload it, it'll come right here, just like I did on the February 4th. Okay, right there. Okay, and you can have the recordings for the trade lounge here. The schedule for the trade lounge, I ended up and then just keeping Wednesdays, New York session, and then 9:30 p.m. Sydney session. So we can kind of tailor that. It just makes it easier for me. But thank you guys for being here. We'll close the channel. Give me 5 minutes, and we'll go over to the live trading, and we'll open up that soon. You have a great morning. Thank you guys.